Welcome everybody, I came by Rubey and thank you for coming out. So let's get right onto the topic at hand. The topic is conscious decisions. And let's give a little definition for both of those. Aware of, sensitive to. Having knowledge of something, aware, and I added in my own little interpretation of it, aware of our intuition. Now for decisions, the action or process of deciding something or resolving a question with what? Inside yourself. And the same thing with the conscious. I came out with my own uh, kind of interpretation or add to that, that aware of our intuition. Now, what I believe with conscious, you have to be always aware of everything around you, people, places, things you're at. And just because you don't believe in something, you should always respect the beliefs and not do something or in a meaner or what a conscious decision that would affect other people around you. And by doing so, I like this, the conscious, right? To be conscious is to having knowledge of something or aware or sensitive of. So be sensitive of people, the surroundings, everyone else around you. So in order to do that, you want to make sure that your decisions that you make throughout your life, you really think through them. Don't rush them. Don't make them off emotions. Make them from your heart and from your mind, and steady everything. I like the quote, or I don't know, but much credit to whoever says that. Let the dust settle sometimes, right? With anything in life, let the dust settle. Then make your decisions. Don't do them in haste, anger. Oh, I can go on and on. Jealousy, rage. It could be anything from let's say jobs to people, places, family, friends, co-workers. You have to have a balance throughout your whole life with everything, and that's why what I have written on this paper is conscious decisions. Remember, always be aware or sensitive to other people's beliefs, actions, or whatever they might want to come out or express their belief system to you. Just know that respect them, but also stand clear of what your beliefs are and your moral code. And if they can't understand that, then you have to know sometimes it's best just to back off. And I had said this in prior videos, avoids you a lot of headaches and hassles. And the decisions of deciding something, right? Deciding something, that decision that you want to make within your mind. And also think about this conscious decisions, the title of this, I'll put this paper down, we'll go from the heart like I can, by Rubey always says. These things come with a lot of, how you say, sometimes a lot of baggage. And what I mean by that, depending on the decision and the conscious decision you made throughout your life and all the decisions you made, sometimes if you don't get rid of that baggage because of certain bad choices you made, you're going to hold that on and it's going to weigh you down. You got to let it go and move on. And just realize this, that you're always living, like I always said, in that present moment. Forget about the past. You can plan for the future, but there's always X factors. But it doesn't mean you don't do that. Sure, set goals and things forward. Make those great conscious decisions. Stick to a good moral code and belief system. Don't let compromise it for anyone, because then you're just gonna be just like everyone else and blend in and just like part of the flock. You'll be one of the lost sheeps. Don't be a lost sheep. Be that shepherd that takes care of everyone else and tries to set out a good example, good belief system, and try to guide people in the right direction uh, from their how do you would say, let them show their self-worth, that they are worth something. And we start by doing that by just thanking people, being humble, being kind, and praising people for their good actions, right? We also like to be accepted, but at the same time, we should also give those praises. So I guess the main thing what I wanted to put out with this video is always throughout your life make conscious decisions and be aware of people's don't really offend no one. Try to be humble and at the same time prove your point, but in the stance that you have that good rapport with that people say, that guy's something else. He'll get his point across, he'll respect you, but at the same time, if he has to hold his ground, he will, but still respect you when you hold your ground. He, she, or whoever it may be that you're dealing with, or whatever it is. And always remember this: you want them to know that that's someone that was never be able to be pulled out of character, but instead to be a good, how would you say, example for other people. That's what you want to be, a good example, not a bad one. We have enough of that out there. Let's start switching that around and get some good examples out there. So, the last thing I want to leave you with is that every decision you make in your life has, you do that, you try to do it with a conscious decision making process. And at the same time, remember, there's some decisions you make will have repercussions throughout your whole life. But if you do those right decisions and put everything in place, and you know sometimes we're going to make wrong ones, learn from them, don't repeat them, guess what? I'm telling you, you'll get pretty far and ahead in life. Well, take care, everybody. Many blessings, and I thank you for spending some time with me.